later than normal, but it's 7:40 p.m. Um, I got a bit close to the afternoon. I needed to make dinner and get that sorted. So sorry about that. Or maybe it means that now there's a few more people that can't see it when it's live then, and so they can see it live now. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You can always watch the replay. All right, fifth letter, 14th of February, Valentine's Day. Also my sister-in-law's birthday. So yeah, so that's great. Um, and happy birthday, Monica, for the 14th of February, because that's where we are now in the book. To my beloved family and friends, last night I had a bit of an attitude. My ministry student friend Sandra has been told that she's not allowed to give anyone a Bible or any other Christian books. It's not like she's giving them out to just anyone. These are women who have asked for material. Being a student, Sandra has access to more books than the library offers. In addition, the chaplains have been instructed that there are to be no hugs, no embraces when greeting us. Them's the rules. It's incredible. Yeah. You can't give someone, like, what would it do to give someone a little Christian book that says, teaches them how to live better and be nicer? Can you? No, but them's the rules. What a crock. The chaplains are dearly loved by the women here, even the ones who don't believe, simply because they care. So the chaplains were valued by everybody and respected and treated kindly and appreciatively by everyone, regardless. There might be a handful of Christians, but everyone else still loved the chaplains because we knew they volunteer and they come because they care. And when you're in a desert and there's just a few drops of water, it makes such a difference. And that's what it was like. They were the drops of water in a desert. If we have a serious complaint and we don't get any satisfaction at the unit level, we have a blue letter system. A blue letter is not a letter full of foul language. It's for delivering confidential complaints and to the general manager. So you can go above. So there's I was getting mad and mentally composing such a blue letter in order to complain about religious discrimination. Then I felt the Lord say to me, leave it to me. So often in the past, I've tried to help the Lord and made matters worse. Ever done that? Sigh. So instead, I prayed for God's blessing on the administrators. I pray that they would view the chaplain's work with favour. Tomorrow we have a chapel service. The chaplain used to be in an Australian rock band. All the women who go to chapel say they prefer the full gospel style as it's more real, more enjoyable, and they feel God there. That's probably the full gospel style is more like that modern sound, where the music is current, and it's often done by Pentecostal type churches, which is the sort that I belong to. And there's Dash barking. He'll be in a minute. So sorry about that. Okay. All right. No moving in the gifts of the Spirit is allowed, though, especially by me. All day today, I've had great chats about God with girls who have shown no prior interest. One had attended a church in an outback mining town in northwestern Australia. I think that was the one in Mount Isa. She knew the same, Mount Isa. She knew the same pastor there that I knew. I led her in a rededication prayer. There are several backslidden Christians here. Actually, that was, I remember that lady. She was Indigenous and she was pregnant and she had the most beautiful green eyes I'd ever seen. And I'll probably cover it later on, but so I'd helped her to reconnect with God. And then she used to get me to put my hands on her belly and pray over her belly for her baby. And that was Keith Christie. Pastor Keith Christie knew her. And that's the one that she knew. So that was nice. I didn't mention his name in here because I wasn't sure if I could. Anyway, there are several backslidden Christians here. Somehow, as teenagers, they got off track, and the Lord allows them to end up here where they find their faith again. It's not a great way. You're better off to get back with God before it gets that drastic. But anyway, I pray that families would be sincere in their faith and youth workers continue to be effective, that drugs and jail are not necessary for our young ones before they wake up. Jim Backer's book is long. I skipped much of the correspondence between him and his wife as their marriage was breaking up. I felt uncomfortable, like it was none of my business. I so admire the man for his humility and honesty. I hope the Lord does powerful things through him and that the churches he visits are worthy of his pearls. So yeah, he's back doing ministry. I don't know much about what he's doing now, but apparently he is, so that's good. One thing we both agree on is a changed perspective of prosperity. This is me and Jim Backer. I'm assuming he still feels the same way. I couldn't give a toss about how much money I make when I get out if I am effective. I've been more effective for Jesus in 3 weeks in prison than I have in the last few years. It gives me a buzz that I can only compare to being in love. I'm sure much of it is thanks to your prayers sustaining me and the lovely cards and letters you have sent me. I'll show you some of those eventually. I have no depression. I had a lot leading up to jail, but I have no depression. I have a freedom and a joy that I had previously only experienced in deep worship. God is moving here. It's exciting to share my experiences here with you all as they happen. Yeah, it's exciting to share my experiences here with you all as they happen. So I'm writing to, and some of you guys who are on here were the people that were receiving these as an email. So I'm sharing things as they happen. And now as I read it, it's like, I feel like I'm reading it as it happens and reliving it again. And it's like, oh my goodness, I had forgotten just how it was back then, quite the intensity and the passion. And as you know, drastic circumstances call for a drastic response. So that's why it's so full on, because it was pretty strong. That whole thing was pretty strong. I'm not waiting until after my sentence is over to write about them. They are virtually coming to you live. That was really a great comfort to me, that I could share those experiences day by day as they happened in letters, and they were so fresh. And it's a bit like me sharing with you live now, that it's happening and I'm just sharing it again, and I'm loving this. So I'll be doing more lives for other things as time progresses, and to do with both my business, which is about building resilience for people, and then also there's the ministry side of things, and they're different markets, but it's the same me. So, all right, I shall leave it there because I haven't had dinner yet. I'm going to go up and have that, and wish you all a good night. Okay, bless your heaps and see you tomorrow. Bye. And that's where we go.